Thank you, sir.
You have completed OU18 2021 forestry. After that, what are you doing?
Sir, I am preparing for the civil service.
Civil service.
Yes, sir.
So forestry.
Yes, sir.
So the subject is forestry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how you contribute your knowledge in forestry as a civil servant?
Sir, forestry itself is a diversified topic. It includes tribal people, women, rural people. Sir, that knowledge that I get from the forestry study, I want to implement that the administrative purpose, the knowledge about the rural development, and also the inclusion of the forest waste product for the economy of the rural people and the tribal uprising.
Economy of rural people, tribal uprising. I cannot get this.
Tribal development purpose.
Tribal development.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how forests contribute to the tribal development?
So the collection of forest collection like Mohulo, Jhuna, Lakho, that are also the forest oils like Koranjo, Charo, that also sir we can develop for the processing into like developing the micro processing industry by including the Vana Vikas Kendra, so that we can include the tribal development aspect.
Tribal development. Okay, tell me one thing. Should we relocate tribal people outside the forest for better forest management, or should we let them live inside the forest?
We must do the harmonized development of tribal people and the forest development. So tribal inclusion of tribal people for the protection of forest, so that there will be development of forest and also the conservation of wildlife.
Okay. Geography optional you have.
Yes.
Tell me. Recently, you have heard about a submarine,
Ocean Gate submarine.
Ocean
Gate submarine. Okay, recently Ocean Gate submarine was submerged few days back.
Yes.
Have you heard about locate?
Can you locate it where it was this mishap happened in where it is?
Yes, sir. This is near to this region, sir. Newfoundlands, near to some 100 kilometer beyond
Newfoundland. Newfoundland is in the jurisdiction of which country?
Newfoundland, sir. Can I guess?
Hi, sure.
Side is the jurisdiction of USC.
No. Newfoundland comes under your
Canada. Sorry, sir.
Why it is famous Newfoundland?
So Newfoundland is famous due to the fishing zone, due to the merging of Labrador Current and the Gulf Stream. That region makes the fishing.
Which one is a cold current?
Labrador currents.
Gulf Stream is a
hot currents.
Warm current.
So warm currents. Yes.
So why this Ocean Gate submarized has imploded?
Sorry, sir.
Why this Ocean Gate submarine that mishap took place there?
Yes.
Why it is imploded? Means exploded. Why?
Due to the high pressure that submarine can't withstand beyond that pressure.
How much depth was there?
Sir, sorry, sir. I don't know exact number. Right now, I'm not able to recall that.
On what purpose that voyage was takes place? Voyage means
Yes, sir, it is just for the tourism purpose for the already submerged Titanic Ocean, for that
Titanic ship.
ship. Sorry, sir.
When Titanic ship was submerged?
Sorry, sir. I'm not able to recall that.
Why submerged?
Due to the magnetic disbalance, due to the earlier compass that are used, the magnetic poles that are not able to show the real direction of the ship, and the radar, the mislead of the ship.
Titanic ship was submerged in 1912.
Yes, sir.
And it was because of that it was in massive crash with an iceberg there.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, iceberg.
Yes, sir, iceberg.
Okay, but earlier there was a nearby ship through the radar. They just alerted the Titanic captain that not to go ahead because of iceberg, but he didn't listen that one because he was in a hurry to reach Europe.
Yes,
from to reach the Europe. They are set out from New York to there. Used the Europe within 3 days. And that was the major thing that it happened there. Okay, let me know. Geography optional you are having?
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell now this particular about the Himalayan zone ecotourism? Do you think that the ecotourism concept of at Himalayan zone
Yes,
has
sir.
to be promoted or it has to be checked?
So the tourism that in Himalayan region, sir, we should make a balanced tourism approach, making the construction in a sound manner so that the sense more the sensitive seismic area that will be considered, and we the heavy construction that are going on in the Himalayan region be checked in a balanced way.
Sound manner means how? How come?
Sir, sound manner in the sense that protecting the environment. Like the Himalayan region is considered mainly the cold mountain. They are the ocean sediments deposit. The main reason is that the landslide that are going on in the Himalayan region that can be checked by complete afforestation program and making the dams check dams so that the water flow that will be balanced and mass landslide will be checked.
Tourism is an okay, good.
Yes.
Tourism is an livelihood for many of the Himalayan states,
Yes.
right? So, if the tourism, suppose tourism, this activity has not promoted or this, then how come the livelihood can be perpetuated? At the one side, we have to take care of the take care of the environment there,
Yes, sir.
or because since it is in sedimented rock, the fragile soils are there.
Yes, sir.
And on the other side, your livelihood and the people's major livelihood or their economies depends on your
Yes.
tourism.
Yes, sir.
So you are selling that one. Won't it be contradict?
Yes, sir, this is contradictory idea. Sir, we should promote the sustainable tourism like, sir, the limited tourism. Also, we can promote the cottage industry that are the based on forest material, pine tree, like the we call it the resin from the pine palm. Also, making the handicraft that are mainly based on pine plant, and also we can forest-based industry can promote that region also.
Sustainable tourism concept, you are telling that one in Himalayan region is something different because India is completely different
Yes, sir.
and Himalayan zone is in temperate zone.
Yes, sir.
Most of the India is in lives in tropical zone,
Yes, sir.
right? So tropical zones, major India lives in the tropics,
Yes.
and the Himalayan part is in temperate zone.
Yes, sir.
Now you are telling that one sustainable tourism.
Yes.
Sustainable tourism means that you mean to say that one that should not be any your growth of or new making of your hotels, restaurant and motels that
No,
should not
sir.
be happen.
No, sir. I'm not saying that. I'm sustainable tourism means, sir, not making the large scale restaurant. We can promote the small cottage type of restaurant like small house, involving the community for the for the servicing sector, so that their house will be treated as the type restaurant type, so that people will live in that region, that house in that there they would they eat their food. They also we will be promote our culture also to the
Good. Indigenous, that means
indigenous.
should be more
Yes.
indigenized.
Yes, sir.
And what about this Leela Palace? That's in 7 star. Leela Palace is going to invest in your Himachal.
Yes.
So Leela Palace project should be stopped.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of Odisha Palace.
If I say that your particularly tourism, most of the peaks are there. You know,
Yes.
peaks, hill peaks are
Yes,
there.
sir.
Like, can you say which is the most famous peak in this Uttarakhand area?
Sir, sir, 1 minute, sir.
Yeah.
Uttarakhand, sir. In Uttarakhand, we can start do three. Sorry, sir, I'm not.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. Nanda Devi.
Nanda Devi.
is there.
Yes, sorry,
Nanda
sir.
Devi is famous peak.
Yes.
And Kedarnath, Badrinath,
Badrinath,
Josimath, there are lots of them.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in that case, it has been witnessed that many tourism they left their this poly set, okay,
Yes, sir,
poly sets,
Yes, sir.
and what happened eventually after decades,
Yes.
it becoming the glaciers, it traps the heat
Yes, sir.
and the glaciers melt there, or
Yes.
in fact it completely polluted the total areas.
Yes, sir.
So there should be individual restrictions over that one particularly.
Yes,
It's
sir.
tourist or guidance. Don't you think it should be applicable there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Recently, there was an incident at Josimath.
Yes, sir.
What is your opinion regarding that one? Are you think that why government was silent over the total? Because the total Josimath town has been evacuated and they all have been rehabilitated.
Yes, sir.
But the government was silent. What is your opinion regarding this?
So the mainly the creation of the large dam in that region Also the impact of the construction activity that we have already talked.
What exactly took place in Josimat area?
That the mass scale, the larger area got the subduction in the Josimat region.
Subduction of what?
Landslide.
Landslide.
Good. Due to the investment in Chardham project we are doing in that region also. The mass infrastructure development project leads to this type of Josimat type of incidents. Due to our tourism promotion, we are neglecting the environment.
Josimat areas, people are blaming to which company particularly? Why the government was silent? Why the opposition leaders there is an UN?
Mainly the hydro electric development project in that.
Which company is
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to.
NTPC.
That is NTPC.
NTPC.
NTPC is majorly that doing that one. It was kind of massive. Digging a massive tunnel.
Yes.
Because of that tunnel, they are supposed to send your pipeline and gas projects.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that leads to cracks in that area.
Yes.
And that total, it was in the history of Indian history that one particular your town has been completely evacuated. Okay.
Yes.
So government, do you think that the government was silent? Was it a good symptom?
No, sir.
Then how you explain this one? Your own opinion?
To be silent, sir, is not the solution of every problem. Sir, we should make the people to be aware about this thing and us to also provide the financial assistance.
Theoretically, Lokanath, you are correct.
Yes, sir.
Theoretically.
Yes.
But if you see that, if it is, you said it that few times that that government it is not okay, good that government was silent. Okay, but if I say that means government is silent, should it be now that government should stop that project to ask the NTPC to stop the project?
No, sir.
Then you are contradicting with your answers.
I'm not able to.
Okay, so listen. Any large scale beneficial project which is in the larger interest of the development of the country
Yes, sir.
and the region as well,
Yes, sir.
in that case government has to take a stand,
Yes, sir.
because it is the generation has to be get benefited over that one. It is not this present 21st century.
Yes.
It is also the years of the generations to come.
Yes.
In that case, when there is a case of your large scale benefit,
Yes, sir.
government has to be take a very decisive step.
Yes, sir.
In that case, government has to be your silent.
Silent.
Because as per directive principle part 4A,
Yes, sir.
okay, what is that directive principle part 4A?
Yes, I'm not able to recall.
DPSP.
DPS.
DPSP. Okay.
Yes, sir.
DPSP रे कौन लिखा है जी? That when there is an equal distribution of society or resources,
Yes, sir.
in that case government has to be take judiciously or aggressively to do that one, because it is that benefits has to be populate to the generations.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
yes, sir.
In this way you have to represent.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you think? What quality you have so that we can select you? We should select you.
The quality that I have, that I am punctual and having the kind-hearted person, and I usually consider the downtrodden and the marginalized section, because I am in my life I also born in a rural family, and I have seen the misery of the rural area, and also I witnessed the development that are going on in the urban area, and the inequality that is in this region, and the inequality going on in the education system in urban area and rural area. That should be I implement in the ground level.
Okay, as a video, suppose you are posted as a video in a blog, there is huge discrimination is present. So,
Yes,
what? How you remove all those discrimination?
discrimination in which thing?
Discrimination, social economic discrimination.
Discrimination is, sir, I first ensure that the marginalized section will avail the schemes that government have for their improvement, to
All
get
schemes should reach them.
reach there, and their benefit will be there, get the benefit, and also the educational empowerment of the people and skill development of the people.
Okay, how do you address the mass dropout of students from school?
Sir, the mass dropout of the student is mainly the social condition and the economic condition that they have. Mainly they are not aware about the real education that leads to the empowerment of the people. I should ensure that if they educate the education of mainly the rural women or rural girls, they are left the school. That is the devastating condition. I will ensure that the will be engaged in the school by empowering themselves by ensuring the school level survey. Also include the taking the extra statistics of that school and directly move to the parents also, and also the empowerment of the rural health, the panchayat leaders, so that they will get to their people and their children and ensure they will attend the school.
Okay, you mean just focus on motivating people,
Yes,
so
sir.
they send.
Yes.
Don't you think there are certain basic problem in school that
Yes.
result into
Yes.
student dropout?
Yes, sir. Government is doing that aspect, infrastructural aspect by through 5T school, more schools project. So that
What is 5T?
5T mainly the basic wings of in Odisha government, like team, transparency, transformation, technology, and now it converted to 62.
What is the significance of this tool?
Trade we have missed.
Sorry, sir. In tours, sir, there will be a significant the tour. There is a routine that every official will provide their future aspect, their future program that they want to do in future time. So that there will be scheduled program and schedule may not there will be timetable condition.
As a Tahsildar, you get someone who is stealing sand.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Sand.
Yes, sir.
And your sub-collector say, Mr. Das,
Yes.
let him go.
Yes, sir.
Just your sub-collector gave a very straight order, and he is your immediate superior.
Yes, sir.
In his hand, your CCR is there.
Yes, sir.
So, do you obey his order, or you will do what you want?
Sir, in this condition, I will want the written from my superior that so that.
No, he will not give you written. Just say, let him go. Okay, let him go this time.
Yes.
Or will you obey him, or you will do on your own?
No, sir. This is in my eye. This is wrong. I will not go through it because this is wrong means I can't obey his order.
Okay, you cannot obey his order, whatever may the consequence.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Regarding the forestry, just last question. Forestry, you have also other optionals.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the current your forest coverage in India now?
Sir, in India, India is 21.7% forest cover. If you include tree cover, it will be 24.6%.
So this is as per FSI report.
Yes, sir. 21.
21.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the ideal your target of India forest cover?
So, in target, it will be 33% of the geographical area.
Okay. 33% of TGA.
Yes, sir.
And so what is it India is lagging now?
Yes, sir. It is lagging. Yes, sir. India is lagging.
Lagging. How many percent is then from 33 if you minus?
It is nearly 12%. 11.
It is 24.6 you said, no?
No, sir. 21%.
Total forest cover, total including the canopy.
It is
Including
tree
the
cover.
Tree including the canopy.
Yes, sir.
Total.
Then it will be.
So it is minus 8% India is lagging.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Which parameters are there that reach such consequences? And this is now most alarming.
Yes, sir.
Minus 8% is a huge one.
Yes, sir.
So which parameters are contributing to India's such a deteriorating condition of forest cover?
Mainly, sir, the conversion of the forest area, the closed forest area, they are converting into the light forest, degraded forest area converted. The regeneration activity mainly they are taking care of, not taking care by the people. They are only we are converting the mass scale afforestation activity, but we are not focusing on their growth and development of the plant. Also the mining problem and also the left-wing extremism also they are one of the reason for the degradation of the forest. Also in consideration of the infrastructural development in the mainly the forest area, that northeast region. Also they are doing due to this region forest cover is degrading.
Okay, you are telling one by one about mining activity.
Yes, sir.
Agreed. You said it that that saplings have been not taken care
Taken
Means
care of, sir.
the saplings which has been planted, they have been not properly nourished.
Yes, sir.
Nourished.
Mortality rate is very high. That nearly 80% they are goes to death.
Which one?
The sapling there we are planting. They are
Saplings.
yes, sir.
I thought
Nearly
mortality means you are telling them.
Sorry,
Okay.
sir.
Saplings mortality.
mortality sapling.
That's agreed. 80% has been destroyed
Yes.
for that one.
Then
And then you did mention
infrastructural activities. Sir.
infrastructural activity means
In
road
northeast
and highways
yes, sir.
particularly.
Yes, sir.
So can you blame that Mr. Nitin Gadkari is not taking adequate measures to address about these problems, because now India is leading in the top position in the world in terms of your road and activities, road
Yes.
and connectivities. So can we say that Mr. Nitin Gadkari is a bit lagging behind this one to address? Don't fear, tell
No.
frankly.
No, sir. When there is a consideration of there, if you are going to construct a road, there are also the plant that are going to get cutted. There also are the planning to replanted it in another place.
Replenishment. that is replenishment.
Replenishment.
So replenishment is an onus or your responsibility of which department?
In road and transportation department also.
No. Clearly understood this one.
Yes, sir.
National Highway Authority of India (NHI) is one department.
Yes, sir.
Other department is your Forest Department.
Yes,
Isn't
sir.
it? Forest Department of India.
Yes, sir.
They both are connected. Suppose one road is constructed here in the particular, let's say in the from your Ranchi to Indore.
Yes, sir.
Suppose from Ranchi to let's say Bhopal.
Yes, sir.
Want to connect.
Yes,
Ranchi is the capital of
Jharkhand.
Jharkhand. Bhopal is the capital of
Madhya
Madhya Pradesh. So it has to cross to the entirely very dense forest of India,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Suppose in that case, when
Yes.
a national highway constructed,
Yes.
means a lots of cutting down of trees.
Yes.
In this case, NHI has the road to make the road.
Yes,
That
sir.
means two departments has been in nexus.
Yes, sir.
One department is cutting, then other department has to follow the same. They
Yes.
have to take care of the
Yes, sir.
replenishment activities.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that means we cannot blame the NHI.
Yes, sir.
We can say the if forest department to
Yes,
take
sir.
care of these things.
Yes, sir.
Being seated the topmost ministry, he has got the authenticity to examine over the situations.
Yes, sir.
So we can say I would have expect and daring and bold answer from you, sir. He should have that department should have give the proper report
Yes,
to
sir.
the Gadkari sir,
Yes,
so that he could have properly examined without directly blaming. You can say the department has to put the report. He cannot go there and see all the things.
Yes, yes.
Okay, in this way, suppose you have any time encounter the questions, you can mitigate this.
Yes.
This way.
Yes.
Okay. So your hobbies are, you are telling, playing cricket, gardening, watching Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma, speed cycling.
Yes, sir.
Watching Tarak Mehta ka Ulta Chashma, I think that particular person has got when she has उनका death हो गया कुछ दिन पहले मुझे.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you have got much resemblance, same chashma with him.
Yes.
What I thought. Okay, nice. See, Lokanath, what I have to tell. Speed cycling is what?
So speed cycling, sir. I like speed cycling.
Are you following someone?
No, sir. And myself.
Self.
Yes,
So you are not going behind anyone to follow this one, those sports.
Yes.
I thought that one in that case.
Yes, I like that.
You like playing cricket.
Yes,
Who is your favorite cricketer?
sir. Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli.
Yes, sir.
When was India got the first World Cup?
1983.
1983. Who was leading the captain there?
Sir, Kapil Dev.
Kapil Dev.
Yes, sir.
Kapil Dev sir.
Yes, sir.
Acha. You know Mr. Pataudi?
Sorry, sir.
Patodi.
No,
But
sir.
out.
Sorry, sir.
Cycling, international competition on cycling.
No, sir. It's myself. I
Where?
don't-
In which area you get cycling? In
Sir, in my
native.
native place.
Native place.
Yes, sir.
There is a cycle rally in Bhubaneswar also. They are going from here to your Barampura, also in Puri. There also you can take participate over there because cycling marathon is also
Yes, sir.
or my college is also conducting. PT is also conducting there.
Yes, sir.
You can go for that one.